Iraqis need accountability in their water sector now more than ever before. The problem has become existential for many communities who have been forced off their land or been forced to sell off what remains of their livestock. And many do not even have access to clean drinking water. Iraqi politicians need to prioritize Iraq's water for Iraqis, not for vested interests. Hello, I'm Natasha Hall, Senior Fellow with the Middle East Program, and I'm here to talk about my recent commentary with Husam Sobhi, one of the founding members of the Iraqi Green Observatory. Whose water is it anyway? How political violence and corruption has become Iraq's existential challenge. Endemic corruption and political violence are currently destroying something as vital as water in Iraq. And now Iraq has reached an inflection point. This birthplace of the Fertile Crescent is currently experiencing a level of water scarcity that is leading to mass displacement within the country. So we've seen a lot of coverage about Iraq in terms of climate change, in terms of dams being built upstream, which also affects Iraq's water security significantly. But what me and my co-author really wanted to focus in on is how corruption domestically is also affecting water security. And so we do that by honing in on two lakes within the country, Lake al-Habbaniya and Lake al-Razaza. And we show that these lakes have been diminished in recent years because of these dams upstream, both within Iraq and Turkey. But also illegal fish farms and agricultural areas have proliferated around these lakes in recent years. And our satellite imagery, which we show in the commentary, shows how these farms have grown as the lakes have shrank. We now know that there were at least 5,000 illegal fish farms using 2 billion cubic meters of water, when the government only allows for 330 million cubic meters. But then even as the government cracked down on these illegal fish farms, there were certain areas that were untouchable. And we noted that these areas are untouchable because these fish farms are supported by powerful militias and politicians and even religious interests within the country. These interests are impervious to government regulation. And as a result, we've seen a decrease of up to 15 meters in the water table in just a year in some places. And now the Iraqi government has created a public company called the General Engineering Company, which is run by the once paramilitary group, the Popular Mobilization Forces, which mainly consists of Iranian-backed militias. This company will get government contracts without a competitive bidding process and pass on all risk to the Iraqi government. They will be exempt from paying for water, electricity, fuel, and taxes. Iraqis need accountability in their water sector now more than ever before. The problem has become existential for many communities who have been forced off their land, and many do not even have access to clean drinking water. Iraqi politicians need to prioritize Iraq's water for Iraqis, not for vested interests. This means that Iraq must undergo a major shift in how it uses and treats its water. And donors and politicians need to acknowledge the political landscape in which they're working and decide what makes sense in terms of confronting this challenge, whether it is circumventing, co-opting, or confronting often dangerous stakeholders in Iraq's water sector.